to AR Radio. It's Casey here.
Haru's joining you today. Let's get started.
So today, we're diving into a pretty interesting topic.
Ooh, what is it?
Ever wonder why Isekai stories all have the same kind of world?
Ah, you mean the swords, magic, and castles thing?
Exactly. When you hear Isekai, you picture the same thing, right?
Yeah. Kings, adventurer guilds, slime showing up.
That's it. This world setting actually has a name online. Naroppa.
Naroppa? What's that?
It's a mashup of Naro, the web novel site, and Europe.
Ah, I get it. That's clever.
The term was coined around 2017 on a message board.
Huh, that's pretty recent.
Here's the thing. Naroppa is nothing like actual medieval Europe.
Wait, really? It looks medieval though.
In real medieval Europe, 90% of people lived in rural villages.
90%. Pretty much everyone was a farmer.
And most people couldn't even read or write.
Seriously? Isekai protagonists are reading books like it's nothing.
Right? And bathing was actually avoided at times.
Huh? No baths?
They believed the plague could enter through pores.
Yikes, that's rough. Isekai folks love their baths though.
So what's being portrayed isn't the real Middle Ages.
Then what era is it?
Historically, it's closer to the early modern period around the 16th century on.
Early modern? What was that like?
Kings had strong authority, trade was thriving, literacy was spreading.
Ah, that sounds like Isekai.
Yep, it's a mix of convenient parts from different eras.
Got it. Cherry picking the best bits.
Time up, so far, Naroppa isn't the real Middle Ages.
It's an idealized fictional world, created through fiction.
Exactly. And this world setting was built over 50 years.
50 years. It has that much history?
It started in 1954. A classic fantasy novel published in Britain.
The fantasy classic that became a movie?
That's the one. The author, Tolkien, was an Oxford professor.
A university professor? That's impressive.
He specialized in linguistics, the study of language.
How does that connect to fantasy?
He studied Norse mythology and medieval languages, and used that to build a fictional world.
Huh, born from research.
What's amazing is how Tolkien systematized elves, dwarves, and their lore.
Systematized?
He organized scattered mythological elements into one coherent worldview.
I see. Like elves having pointy ears, dwarves being short?
Exactly. That became the foundation for those images.
And it spread worldwide?
First it spread in America, around 1974.
20 years later, what happened?
A game called Tabletop RPG was born.
I've heard of that. Tabletop RPG, right?
Yeah, Tabletop RPG. People gather around and play together.
Not a video game then.
Nope. Wine, dear Judge. You use paper and dice to adventure in your imagination.
Ah, sounds pretty cool.
This game introduced concepts like level and experience point.
Wait! Leveling up came from there.
Yep, hit points, magic ranks, all from there.
So, all the basics of modern games come from that.
The adventurer profession was also created by this game.
Adventurer guilds too?
Yep, diving into dungeons, defeating monsters, getting reward.
That didn't exist in real medieval times, right?
Not at all. It's a culture born from games.
So to summarize the flow so far.
Tolkien created the worldview, and tabletop RPGs turned it into a game.
So when did it reach Japan?
1986. The year of that famous RPG app.
That famous RPG? I love that game.
Yuji Horii was influenced by tabletop RPGs when he created.
There's a connection like that.
But was adapted to be easier for a Japanese audience.
How so?
A simple story. Hero defeats the Demon King.
Ah, easy to understand.
Castles, villages, dungeons, slimes, and dragons. That became Japan's standard.
That image is still strong today.
That same year, another important work began.
What?
Remarkably dos War. Ever heard of it?
I know the name. A light novel.
Yep. It's called The Origin of Japanese Fantasy Light Novel.
That's really something.
The series sold over 10 million copies.
10 million. That's a huge hit.
And Final Fantasy came out in 1987.
That famous RPG FF. Low DOS. All late 80s.
That's when the Japanese fantasy image solidified.
About 40 years ago. Pretty recent, actually.
So why do Isekai stories in this world setting work so well together?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Isekai protagonists usually have some cheat ability, right?
Cheat means overpowered abilities, right?
Yeah. For that to work, the world they're sent to has to be less advanced.
Ah, makes sense. It wouldn't matter in modern times.
Like, just knowing how to make soap becomes a groundbreaking invention.
True. Medieval people wouldn't know that.
Explaining the steam engine could trigger an industrial revolution.
That's definitely a cheat.
Online, it's called modern knowledge cheat.
Dominating with just knowledge.
In a medieval-style world, that works naturally.
It'd be tough in a modern setting.
Yeah! One smartphone search and it's over.
Right. They just say Google it.
Another reason is it's easy to show rags to riches stories.
Rags to riches?
A protagonist starting from a weak position and growing stronger.
Oh, like going from slave to king?
Exactly! In a world with a class system, those stories really shine.
That doesn't resonate in modern Japan.
Right? I became a noble. Doesn't mean much when there are no nobles.
True. Why?
So a medieval-style world is a stage that makes protagonists shine.
To sum up, it's perfect for cheats and rags to riches stories.
Also, having magic is a big deal.
Magic's essential for fantasy.
In a modern setting, you'd have to explain why magic exists.
Like what's the government doing?
Yeah. In a medieval-style world, you can just say, that's how it is.
How convenient.
There's a benefit for readers too.
For readers?
They can understand with minimal explanation.
How so?
Just writing, they took a quest at the Adventurer Guild, and you get it, right?
Yeah. There's a receptionist, a bulletin board, ranks.
You don't need to explain all that. The reader already knows.
Ah, trope.
In psychology, it's called a schema.
Schema?
It's a knowledge framework in your head.
Got it. You can use knowledge from previous work.
So you can easily enjoy new stories.
The comfort of familiarity.
Let's look at the author's perspective too.
Yeah. Are there benefits for writers?
Tons do that. First, the cost of world building is low.
Cost?
I'm doing it show.
Yeah? Haha.
Politics, economy, religion, culture, language, history. You have to create everything from scratch.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Plus, you have to explain all that to readers.
You'd spend whole chapters just explaining.
With a medieval-style world, that effort is basically zero.
So that's why everyone uses it.
Web novels on sites sometimes require daily updates.
Daily. That's brutal.
When writing continuously with limited time, efficiency matters.
So you skip world-building explanations and focus on the story.
Exactly.
What about publisher?
For publishers and anime studios, the risk is lower. An unproven new world versus a tried-and-true formula, which sounds safer.
Ah, so proposals get approved easier?
Yeah, and it's easier to get anime adaptations.
Makes sense. Business reasons too.
To sum up, there are benefits for both authors and publisher.
So why are otherworld settings so rare?
Good question. First, Japanese-style historical setting.
Those should be easy for Japanese people.
Actually, it's tough. Every era is so different.
Like Edo or Warring State.
Right. Yeah. The Edo period alone spans 265 years.
That's long! Things change a lot in that time.
Coding language, social systems, all different. Plus, historical accuracy is scrutinized.
People would say that's not historically accurate.
Exactly. With a fictional medieval world, there's no correct answer.
What about Chinese-style settings?
Chinese history is long and complex, with different cultures per dynasty.
True. Han Time Qing, totally different vibes.
There's lots of jargon too, like imperial exams and inner palace that need explaining.
High explanation, cost.
Plus Confucian values don't mesh well with romance plot.
Like gender inequality.
Yeah, often clashes with modern light novel vibe.
What about Middle Eastern settings? Like Arabian Nights.
The connection to Islam is unavoidable, so religious depictions require careful handling.
That's a sensitive topic.
And Japanese readers aren't as familiar, so the tropes aren't shared.
No common image like with that famous RPG type.
Right? Right. In the end, medieval European style is the most new.
Low religious overtones, no historical accuracy worries.
And most readers know that world.
That's why it gets chosen.
Let's see what creators actually think about this.
Yeah, I'm curious what the people making these think.
No, Carlos Zen, the author of Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Oh, I've heard of it. Got an anime adaptation.
They said something interesting.
What? Hey!
Naroppa isn't medieval Europe. It's basically Edo Japan.
Edo, what do you mean?
High literacy, thriving commerce, social mobility.
Ah, that's closer to Edo than real medieval times.
But Carlos Zen doesn't criticize that.
They don't.
What matters is what you depict in that world.
Got it. The content matters more than the container.
Writing guides for web novels also say, if you choose a medieval setting, think about why it has to be that world.
So borrow it with purpose.
Relying on templates versus utilizing them is different.
That's deep.
Researcher Ken Okamoto from Ritsumeikin University has studied this too.
Someone at a university?
Yeah, he researches Japanese fantasy culture.
Huh, there's research on that.
According to him, Japanese fantasy didn't come directly from the West. It evolved uniquely through the filter of games, a Japanese fantasy.
Ah, not straight from Tolkien, but through that famous RPG.
Exactly. So Naroppa isn't fake medieval.
Then what is it?
It's a unique fantasy culture cultivated in Japan over 50 years.
Ooh, cool way to put it.
Criticizing it as not realistic might miss the point.
It's not even trying to be realistic.
To sum up, experts focus on how it's used over criticism.
Templates aren't bad.
There's research on reader psychology too.
Why readers like templates?
Yeah. In psychology, it's called fluency.
Fluency.
The tendency to prefer things that are easy to process mentally.
Familiar worlds are easier to process.
Right. Why? So you can immerse yourself without stress.
But isn't too much predictability boring?
Good point. That's why successful works add just enough novelty.
A familiar foundation with a bit of surprise on top.
Templates are the foundation. What you build on them shows skill.
Like in cooking, same basic seasoning, but different ingredients make it unique.
Exactly like that. So what's coming next? Let's take a look.
The future?
Actually, from 2024 to 2025, changes have been happening.
What kind of changes?
Non-combat stories are increasing.
Non-combat? No battles.
Right. In 2023, they were 15% of the total. By 2025, it rose to about 40%.
40%? Almost tripled.
Village building, cooking, medicine, management, slice of life, all growing.
It's not just power fantasies anymore.
Genre diversification is happening too.
Diversification.
Saint villainess, banishment, dungeon management, and so on.
Even Isekai has lots of subgenres.
Readers are picking subgenres that suit their tastes.
It's customizable.
Also, the I'm overpowered pattern is declining.
That's the overwhelmingly strong protagonist thing.
Yeah, protagonists who experience effort and setbacks are increasing.
More human protagonists.
So will the medieval style world disappear?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
The answer is probably no.
It won't disappear?
Well, right. The efficiency of this world setting won't change.
The benefits for authors and readers.
Plus, cultural capital built over 50 years doesn't vanish easily.
The generation raised on that famous RPG becomes parents and passes it to their kids.
Exactly. Cultural inheritance is happening.
So it'll stay the basic standard.
What's changing is how it's used.
How it's used.
Not using templates as is, but tweaking them or subverting them.
Some works even comment on the tropes.
Yeah! An era where being Naroppa is a given, and what matters is what you do with it.
Shared foundation, but freedom in what you build on top.
To sum up, the world setting will remain, but how it's used is evolving.
Diversification and efficiency coexisting.
Alright, let's wrap up everything we talked about today.
Yeah, go for it.
We've looked at why Isekai stories use medieval European style setting.
Starting with Tolkien, then tabletop RPGs, then that famous RPG.
It's a common language of fantasy built over 50 years between authors and readers.
Like English as an international language.
Nice analogy. It's a tool for smooth communication.
Not lazy, but efficient.
Right? Wait, let me sum up today's key points in 3 parts.
Ooh, here's the summary.
First, Naroppa isn't historically accurate medieval Europe.
It's an idealized fictional world created through fiction.
Second, this world setting benefits both authors and readers.
Lower explanation costs, easier to understand.
Third, Templates are both a constraint and a freedom.
Tropes let you focus on what you really want to portray. So in the end, what matters isn't the world but the content.
Exactly. What story you tell, what characters you create.
Even in a borrowed world, you can create original appeal.
The Isekai genre spins countless stories atop this common language.
I hope we get lots more interesting works.
What did you think of today's topic?
I read a fair bit of Isekai and I had no idea it had this much history.
How about you listeners?
We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.
We might even reply directly to some of you.
Let us know your favorite Isekai series too.
Alright, that's it for today's AI Radio.
That deep dive into Isekai was fun.
Next time, we'll dig into another intriguing topic.
Stay tuned.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.